Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Sam. Today we're going to be doing a voiceover because I went from this faded pink color to a fabulous purple color just in time for spooky season. Now, I am not a professional by any means, but I have been coloring my own hair for the last 10-ish years. Done every color you can think of. Don't mind me, I'm just turning on my audiobook that I've been listening to. I've been listening to Honey and Spice. So far, I'm loving it. I'm so far into it now, and it is so good. But anyway, I've been coloring my hair for the last 10 years. I've done every color that you can think of. But I just recently went back to doing colors from having dark brown hair for the last 2 years. So purple will be my second bright, colorful color. So I'm super stoked to be doing this. As you can see, my hair is kind of a mess. So originally I was going to bleach my roots and also use a color stripper because, as you can see, it's a lot lighter on the top and then a brighter pink underneath. However, I decided against it because I didn't want to damage my hair any more than I needed to. With that being said, like, purple dye isn't really going to damage my hair much versus bleaching it or using a color stripper. I literally bought a color stripper and everything, but I just decided against it. At least for right now. Now, as for my roots, I will be bleaching them eventually, but they're not long enough for me yet to be able to really bleach them well, and I don't want to risk overlapping and breaking my hair. So this is what we are working with. So I kind of am just going with it. Most of the time I let my hair have a mind of its own, so like I kind of just get risky with it and just kind of go with it, and it normally turns out really well. So that's kind of what I did today. And so first things first, once I grab my materials, I'm just going to part my hair, kind of working my way from the bottom up. For as long as I've been coloring my own hair, I have just found this technique to be the easiest. For today, we are going to be using Arctic Fox's Purple AF hair color. I have become a big fan of Arctic Fox's bright colors over the years because I've tried a bunch of different brands and their stuff seems to work the best for my hair, especially the pink. As you can see, it stays in your hair, and it also just smells good. It's cruelty free. I'm a big fan. But I actually reached out to them for some guidance on the specific color that I wanted to do, the specific shade of purple, and they were the ones to actually suggest the color stripper. Now, like I said, I am not doing that today, but they did tell me to dilute this hair color because their hair colors are super pigmented. So I just used a very inexpensive conditioner. I think that's like 75% of what's in the bowl and then like 25% color. However, because my hair is very thick and I have a lot of hair, which I'm very grateful for, don't get me wrong, I did have to keep mixing more and more, so it may not be perfectly even on my whole head. So if it looks a little bit lighter in some spots and darker in others, that is why. And now that we have our hair color fully mixed, we are just going to hop right into it. I'm going to put on some gloves because this hair dye does stain, so you definitely want to be a little bit cautious if you are doing this at home, because you'll be able to see by my facial expressions throughout the video, I made kind of a mess in our bathroom. Okay, now some of you are probably wondering why the heck I'm starting with my roots in the front first. To me, they are the first thing to fade, so I like to kind of cover them first because it does frame my face and I like for those pieces to stay the most saturated. Now, up close near my roots, or whenever I have a limited amount of dye, I will use a brush. However, most of the time I normally just use my hands when I'm just applying color to my whole head. I find it super easy, super fast, and I'm able to just fly through it, I guess. Okay, so we are on to the next layer of hair. Now, if you are doing this at home, and especially if you have thick hair or a lot of hair, just make sure that you're doing it little by little, like smaller pieces. Otherwise, if you take a large piece and you try to cover it all with color, you're going to get pieces in the middle that just are still dry and don't see any color, and you're gonna end up with patchy hair. Trust me, I have learned over time. So now it's time for the top layer, especially for my middle part, since I wear my hair parted down the middle pretty much every single day now. So I just like to be sure to overly cover this with hair color, that way I know that my part is covered and it's gonna look good. Now, normally I do the left side first, then the right, or vice versa, but for some reason today I decided to work from the front back. So that's why my hair looks like this. Now at this point I was getting so excited to be done because I could already start to picture the purple hair, but also because Sal and our friend Chaz were cooking us dinner and it was so delicious and I was so excited and so hungry at this point. So I was really just trying to wrap up, especially once you get to those last couple pieces, you were just like, all right, let's go. And once I finished, I just went in with the remaining hair color and just kind of topped off like my roots and the ends, and especially where it looked a little bit more pink. And then I just kind of let that sit on my hair for the next 20 or so minutes, maybe 30. I honestly wasn't sure. But anyway, you guys ready for the big reveal? Here's the before and ta-da! So this is how it came out. I apologize if you can hear the dogs tipper tapping. Okay, now Boo wants in on this action. I don't know if you guys can see them. Hello. Hi. Okay, hello, please. Okay, so this is how the hair turned out. As you can see, there is a little bit of pink peeking through. I'm not upset about it. I actually am loving this color. It's like super grape vibes. I don't know, but I feel like it's perfect for fall and I'm just in love. I'm very curious to see how this is gonna fade, but I love it. So yeah, that is how my hair turned out. And if you made it this far, congratulations, because I have something to tell you. This will be the last video before my fall series, which I am actually renaming this year. For the last few years, I have been doing a fall series called Vlogtober. But this year, I decided that I didn't want to wait until October to do fall content. So I decided to rename my series just like I did last year with Christmas. Instead of Vlogmas, I changed it to Merry and Magical Christmas. And this year, we're changing it from Vlogtober to Cozy and Magical Autumn. I feel like it's kind of a mouthful, but I feel like it just describes it the best. I was literally going back and forth with the name for so long. So I felt like just going with what made the most sense, what described it the best way. It's gonna be cozy lifestyle content along with some Disney content, of course. I'm really excited. I'm actually going to finish cleaning up my apartment today to start decorating tomorrow, and that will be the first video of the series. So on Sundays, I'm going to be uploading that, at least that's the goal. But yeah, so Sundays, the first episode will be going live Sunday, August 7th, and we'll be going all the way until Halloween. So with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. If you haven't checked out my last video, I will go ahead and link it here, and that's pretty much it. So until next time, bibbidi bobbidi bye.